organisms that make shells. Coral. Think of it as a building block.
Welcome back to the Japanese documentary. And the Japanese Empire has just
Through
discovered the Great Barrier
exploration, we
Reef
have discovered
off the coast of Australia. As we return, Kyoto is almost done building the Oracle. And Tokyo and Nagoya are working on projects of their own. Meanwhile, the battle in the north near the Korean peninsula is still raging on.
Create with the heart. Build with the mind.
The Japanese Empire has just finished researching construction, but the heavy chariot will still have to press onward in battle, attacking the crossbowmen and getting a major victory, but not finishing the troop off. Next, the Emperor will have to decide what they want to research next. They will decide to research mathematics. And with that attack, the Japanese people are one step closer to being free from the barbarians, for the time being at least. But there are other things to worry about, like the completion of defense tactics. The Emperor hopes to free the people of Japan from the barbarians once and for all, but sees that the battle would hurt his own troop as well as the other one. So instead decides to research military tradition.
I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a dolphin. Pray to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever.
And with that, the Oracle has been completed in Kyoto and will draw tourists from all around the world. Now, Kyoto will decide to construct a harbor off the coast of a small island in the bay. Also, an entertainment complex will be created in Nagoya to make sure the people have proper amenities and don't decide to revolt.
Against the rules, they will fail.
After completing the research of the civic military tradition, the Japanese emperor will decide to not change any of his policies, as he deems that he likes them too much. The next civic to be researched will be theology. Nagoya, under attack by some scouts, will defend itself using its walls and will take down the enemy scout. The heavy chariot, not at enough health to fully take on the barbarian encampment, will continue to heal, and the quadrille will go back to Tokyo to heal itself. With it finally being at enough health, the heavy chariot will decide to finally attack and take out the barbarian encampment. And the Emperor will decide to change its policies. That way, there's not as much gold being wasted on the military. Also, military training will be the next civic research for Japan. With more barbarians being around Nagoya, the medieval walls will strike again and take down another scout. These barbarians are really being some nuisances. Mathematics was just completed though, which is a good thing for the Japanese people. Military tactics will be the next technology researched for Japan. Military training was just completed, and once again, the policies will not change. But a scout was just formed and will decide to head up north to try and discover more land around the Japanese Empire. Naval tradition will be the next civic researched. And another envoy will be sent to a city-state nearby, which will give us more culture. feudalism will be the next civic research, and Japan seems to be pushing right on, advancing into more and better technologies and civics. Our friendship has run out with Gandhi, but we will renew it quickly. And military tactics will finish just as quickly. And a battle seems to be brewing off the coast of Australia as our quadrine will bombard enemy barbarians and their encampments. Our next technology research will be machinery. The Wonder Colossus will be created in Tokyo, which will give us more tourists and a better culture. As I said earlier, the battle off the coast of Australia would be a great one. We leave our quadrine for the darn barbarian. Unfortunate, that was one of our best boats in the entire Japanese Navy. But a Colosseum will be built in Nagoya. Wonders will be a big part of getting a cultural victory. And a new city will be built in Southeast Asia, right next to India. I don't know if Gandhi will like this too much, but hopefully their relationship will still hold strong.
We have uncovered a way to increase our farming.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man.
With the completion of feudalism, the Japanese Empire will once again decide not to change their policies. The next civic research will be a civil service, which will, I think, unlock alliances with the Japanese Emperor. I wonder who his first alliance will be. Also, the Osaka, the newly found Japanese city, has just been founded in Southeast Asia. The first thing built in Osaka will be ancient walls to defend against anyone who tries to take it from us. The great writer Ri Bai has just been recruited for the Japanese Empire. Hopefully, they will be able to create some great pieces which will draw tourism and culture.
Flowers surround me, alone with my drink. I pour for myself, no companion to join me. I raise my glass and toast the full moon. Who shall, with my shadow, make us three?
I was correct, as they create their first great work, and it will be placed in the palace of Kyoto for all to see. Culture, we are still behind Gandhi, but we have the second most domestic tourists. We should really start meeting more people, though, and more civilization, so we can increase our trade views and unlock more things. The emperor has decided to switch up his policies to get more culture for his people and for the civilization. The great writer has no other place to place his great work, but that will hopefully change in the future. For now, he will wander around looking for inspiration. A builder in Osaka moved to make a banana plantation, and the heavy chariot will continue to prowl and defend our cities. Divine right will be the next civic research. When completed, this will give us access to the new government monarchy. After the banana plantation was created in Osaka, we'll head south towards an iron field. Also, a great scientist was just recruited. And another envoy was sent to a city-state. This scientist will help us research more technologies and help us advance further. Our next technology was completed. Apprenticeship. This gives us a new district, the industrial district, which will increase how quickly we create things. Education will be the next technology researched. That way our people can start to get educated and learn and have a deeper understanding of the world around them. Also, a tea plantation was created in Osaka, and the population has grown to 2. Our next civic will be medieval fairies. And we will decide to select the new government monarchy, which will give us another military policy and another wildcard policy. Let's check in on the overall of the Japanese Empire. The new city of Osaka has got all of its resources built on, and Nagoya being built a coliseum and still has some undeveloped resources. Tokyo has mostly filled out resources, and Kyoto needs more housing but has mostly filled out resources as well, and has just completed the Oracle. But this is where we're going to end it for now. But we'll see you next time.
Sayonara.